Yakuza Princess. What is Yakuza Princess? Okay, all right, I got it. I got it. Yakuza Princess is an action thriller. Yeah, it is an action thriller because I was thinking, like, is it just basically action, or is it just one of those run and killing movies? No, it's an action thriller that is directed by Vicente Amorin. The heiress to half of the Yakuza crime syndicate forces in an uneasy alliance with the domestic stranger who believes in ancient swords binds the two fates. She must unleash war against the other half of the syndicate who wants her dead. Here's the thing, man. Movies, revenge movies, I don't know. Ever since John Wick has been successful, I just feel the intimidation with films like this that's trying to be like John Wick so bad. I feel like, there are some movies that do great when it comes to revenge cycles and you don't feel the John Wick weight at all. Like Riders of Justice. I've reviewed Riders of Justice. If you haven't seen a review, I'm going to put the link in the description box. But with Yakuza Princess, this movie, and the reason I'm comparing this to John Wick is because what John Wick lacked was the weight of the character, John Wick. So it was more focused on the action, the revenge, and just the pacing. Yakuza Princess does this. You don't really care about the characters. Even with the main character, Akemi, which is played by... Damn, all they gave us was Masumi? Okay. Anyway, even though the movie's like the movie doesn't drag at all. Like the movie kicks off pretty quickly, but that's a bad thing because the pacing is lacking. The pacing is lacking bad. When a movie starts off strong and it starts off hitting you left and right, with revenge movies like this, it's gonna lack character development. It's gonna lack dialogue. It's gonna fucking lack chemistry when it comes to you caring about the characters. And it's a bad flaw, in my opinion, because with Akemi's parents, when they get killed, you don't feel no weight. Even when she's trying to get revenge, you don't feel no weight with the character. Now, I will say this, though. I do like the pacing of her working her way up to be a fighter, for her to be a katana wielder. Because, let's just face it here, when it comes to revenge films, the main characters, are strong. The main characters are normally unbeatable. It takes a lot of people to take them down, and at the same time, the main enemies normally be weak. But with Akemi's character, she fails training a lot. Even the Grand Master even recommended her to stop. And normally that doesn't really happen with teachers and Grand Masters. They normally give them encouragement, which is what he did, but he just said, look, this may not be for you. So even he got tired. In the fight scenes with Akemi, there are times when she got her ass whooped. There were times when she got her ass kicked, and it was by one person. So there were some times when she got her ass kicked by a few people, but that's because when the movie progressed, so did her fighting. She was learning more, so more enemies came after her, like a video game basically. The more stronger you get, the more enemies come after you. But that wasn't enough for me to save her character, for me to feel the weight of what she was doing. So when there was times when she was getting her ass kicked, I didn't feel bad for her. I laughed more than normal. Focus on her getting her ass kicked, and by her, because let's just be fair here, it's believable. I did feel like there were times when she was going to get killed off. There was going to be times where she was going to get brutally injured, and I like that with films like this, but again, I did not really feel the emotional impact. But I will say this movie is fucking violent. It is bloody. It is gory. I was surprised of just how much gore was in this film alone. I thought by this being an indie film, they was going to show certain scenes and cut it off quick because they couldn't afford a budget. But with Yakuza Princess, you see a lot of stuff. The camera be there for a long time. People get killed off, get decapitated, get shot in the head, get their throat slit, get stabbed, get stabbed. Even nudity. There was even times where people would walk around naked, and I was like, okay, what is going on? show these scenes for a very long time to build the shock factor into you. So this movie, I will say that it is enjoyable, but it is lacking a lot of material when it comes to the movie being incredibly fantastic, which it could have been if it was focused more on the emotional weight and focused more on the chemistry with the characters. I will end by saying this: the movie has trust issues to the bone. Like you don't trust anybody but Akemi in this film. And even though the movie is lacking dialogue and lacking the emotional weight of the characters, it's bad to the point where you don't really know much about the characters that's trying to help Akemi or trying to kill her off. So when they try to help her, they did bad things before they helped her out, so you still can't trust them. And even if she trusted them, they still did bad things. So it was kind of hard for me to be on the side of who Akemi was working with to get her revenge. So the movie is lacking dialogue. The movie is lacking material when it comes to the character development. But I will say this: the movie does have some pretty decent action. It has some pretty intense kills. So if you want to watch a pretty gory movie with a quick buck, I suggest you check out Yakuza Princess. But if you want a little bit more meat in your soup when it comes to movies like this that could have done better, I'm gonna have to give this a hard pass. I'm gonna have to give Yakuza Princess a D. I knew this movie wasn't gonna be that great, but you know, with Magnet Entertainment is like A24. Their movies is a hit or miss. Sometimes they do phenomenally great, sometimes they do phenomenally terrible. Because there were some movies that A24 has had great praise for, like The Green Knight, which I said was terrible. Pig, that I almost gave that movie an F. But these was great films. But you cannot judge a film just because of one thing alone and just carry the whole weight of the film. I'm sorry. Acting does not make the whole film be phenomenal. It isn't. You need to add certain aspects of the film so it can carry over the terminology of what makes a film be strong. And when it comes to Yakuza Princess, I wish the acting could have been better. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Ooh, man, you heard that? Ooh. That's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for more upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher, and you guys have a good day.